What's up, guys? It's Missy. I'm back with another SimCity build a video. Today we're going to be doing a high-level contest mayor's walkthrough for the city sniper. I know he had a low-scoring week, and we're going to try to figure out what happened to cause it. So, before we begin, if you haven't already done so, click the like, click the subscribe button. You can join us on our Discord, Facebook, at SimCity Build at MissyAnne All the links are down below in the description box. We're also accepting new players into our group if you're interested. If you're interested in a more casual group, I did open up a group too. It has one of my feeder accounts, the Community Depot, in it as president, and then it has one of our VPs in it right now. The post for that is on our Facebook page. I'll also put the club code to that in the description box. But if you don't want to deal with all that, all you have to do is type in Neverland Group 2 or Neverland Missy 2 or whatever. You can just type Missy and it'll pop up Neverland Missy Group 2. Okay, so let's see here. Basically, the first thing that we're going to do is a task assessment. Rotatable assignments are assignments in your list below 2,000 points. Main tasks are assignments in your list above 2,000 points. Okay, now this person's a high-level player, so they're going to be doing things a little differently than low-level comm. Main assignments are assignments that are... Wait, I just did that. Premium assignments are assignments that can be worth more than 3,000 points. High premiums can be worth over 3,000 points. Non-premiums cannot be worth 3,000 points. All right, so we have a non-premium on the refrigerators. Now, shop productions and factory productions are not just automatically considered high premiums for high-level players. They go individually. So, for example, some shop productions can be worth 3,000 points. Like beef can be worth 3,000 points. Some of these newer assignments can be worth over 3,000 points, like the picnic baskets and stuff. So just be aware that they're not all equal. For example, electrical can be worth 3,000 points, although you wouldn't want to rotate that at a low value in hopes that it comes back for a high value. So, not really important in that regard. Okay, now we have a premium earned cactus simoleons. Now, if you didn't notice here, he doesn't have any 3K tasks. That's not normally a good sign at the start of your week when you start off without any 3K tasks. So then he has a premium mega. Both the cactus simoleons and the omega are at main task value. He has a non-premium keys at main task value, non-premium on the Paris rotatable value, non-premium rotatable value on the repair, although he probably won't do it, at least not anytime soon. Premium on the jam, rotatable value. Premium on the Paris, rotatable value. Premium on the Sunny, rotatable value. Non-premium, no touch on the Monster. Non-premium, pretty much no touch on the Chems. There's really no reason he would do that. Technically, non-premium on the flip-flops, I believe. And those are at rotatable value. And then a non-premium, no touch on the design challenge. All right, so starting off, he's going to do the earned cactus simoleons. That's the highest in the list. It's premium. It's the first obvious choice. I don't know if he did it to open up an HQ or not, so I don't know. Maybe he just bulldozed something. I know this player does things a little differently like that, so it's possible that he did not open an HQ. Now, Omega building upgrade is the next obvious choice because it is premium and it has a high algorithm, so we would want to clear that, get it done. That gets replaced with London premium 2,000 delivery. That's the obvious choice. Now he gets an 1875 on export HQs. Okay, but we still have a main task that we have to deal with, which is the keys, which he does. All right, so now the order of rotation is you go with your highest premium with best opportunity, highest algorithm. That would be the export HQ row. It's too early to just write this one off. You know, he's got plenty of time remaining. He normally finishes really fast. He should have all of his regional HQs closed unless he did open that one for Cactus, which if he did, it would be even more reason to do this assignment. So either way, all arrows point to that assignment. And he went with the jam. So that was a big mistake. Okay, he took 475 points less by doing the jam. And he didn't rotate in the exact order that he was supposed to. So now it's going to change the way things kind of flow here. So he does that, and he gets an 1800 on sugar. At which point, he would, again, start with his highest premium. And he skips over the regional HQ again, and he does the upgrade Sunny. He then gets a 1900 on the Leaf Simoleons, which would now become the next choice. And he does that. Now he gets a 720 on paint. So as you can see here, what he did is not working out for him. He rotated one doorway off, and things are not looking good. And honestly, it probably won't pick up again until he does the regional HQ, but we'll see. So regional HQ would be the obvious choice here. But my guess is he'll probably do something maybe like the Paris. Yeah, okay. So he does Paris. He gets his launch 3K, which if you don't know, isn't really a big shocker because he's 9 tasks in and look at his score. His average is horrid, you know? I mean, it's not surprising that the game is going to try to throw him a bone, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. But then it gives him a 1K upgrade here. So now he goes with what he should have went with 5 assignments ago. Now that all of his doorways have been jacked off and just fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're screwed. And he gets a 1950 on forks. Okay? And then he fucks up again. He fucks up again. Big time. What are you doing, dude? Do you know what you're doing? Come on. Alright. This is where you have to... So, high-level players have it pretty easy most of the time. If they follow the order. Right? He didn't follow the order. Originally. So, things are a little skewed now than they would normally be. Now, if he is only choosing his assignments based on value, opportunity, and order of rotation, he will never master this, ever. Because if you follow the order of rotation, it appears as he made the correct choice. But if you look at the history of the assignment and you follow the narrative of his week, that is the most incorrect choice he could have chosen. Go back just a second here. Does a 3K task, not a good doorway. It literally was a 1K doorway that gave him a 3K task that went back to a 1K. All right? He then does the assignment that he was supposed to do, and then immediately goes to the 1K assignment. Why? It just came in for 1,000. Why would you do that again? So if this doorway was the one that you neglected to begin with, and it just kicked you a 1950 assignment, the order of rotation doesn't apply here. You don't always do your highest premium with highest algorithm rate. When you've already done all your highest premiums with highest algorithm rate and they're kicking you back low premiums, you don't start the order of rotation over. Not in this instance. I hope that makes sense to you. So I'm going to try one more time to explain it because I know that some of y'all are going to be confused. When you have a fresh list and you do your highest assignments and then you move to your rotatables, you move to your highest premium rotatable options, okay? Let's say that you do a VU for 1,000 points and it gives you a 3K Omega. And you do that, and then it immediately gives you a 1K VU. Do you do the 1K VU again? No. You don't start the order of rotation over when the history of when the assignment's not being good to you. Why would you do that? So here, he should have said, look, this particular premium was not good to me. It just got rotated. And in that case, he has no other premiums in his list that I can recall. I don't think he does. At which point, he would want to do his contest to mayor's math. And he would want to say, okay, let's compare the forks to the limestone. 50 points off from main task value, which is next to nothing. It's also attached to the doorway that it was forgotten about that fucked everything up. This doorway has no reason to not be good to him, right? No other doorway's been good to him. He can't afford to take a hit on his average. So he does that. He gets a main regular residential, okay? And then he gets a 1K Omega, which he does immediately. Again, big mistake. You cannot do that. I don't know what happened with this player this week, because normally he does really well. But something's off. I don't know if something just didn't click right, or if it has something to do with how he's writing down his doorways, or what's going on, because that doesn't make any sense why you would be doing this. Literally, the whole reason why his score is so bad is because of what he's doing right now. He's doing 1K tasks. The game is giving him a 3K task in between, here and there, after dropping his average. I mean, the 2400 only made up for 400 of the lost points. Then they gave him another 1K Omega. Getting a 1K Omega in right now is not the same thing as having a 1K Omega sitting at the bottom of your list untouched. That is not a good sign when things are coming in worth a low value. So now it's going to give him another 3K Tokyo. And now it gives him a 1K VU. And he does it again. What are you doing? Okay. Now it gives him a 2700 on grapes. And now it gives him this is a pattern. Are you guys not following? Okay, so look. 820 on the neocoins. Now that it's not a premium, now I bet you he's going to make the choice to switch. And in which case, let's hope that his week takes different. It should take a different direction. So now he does the 1950, I'm assuming, on the forks. Yeah. Okay. So now what? Now he's 17 assignments in. His doorways are all jacked up. I mean, they're all fucked off. All right. So nothing here is proven to be a, quote, good doorway. At this point, he is at his non-premiums with lowest algorithm rate. He could do the sugar, but what else has he got here? He really needs to open up something better here. I don't know. He might have electrical prepped. It's a toss-up between continuing to work on and doing the minerals, or taking a little bit of downtime and doing the sugar. I'd probably go with the sugar, just because it really does need done at that value. Okay, so he does the sugar. Now he gets beef for 3,240. And now he gets a 1K VU again. Now again, VU just fucking came in. It has a history. You're not even looking at the history. How many times have you rotated VU for 1K? More than once. I mean, this will be twice at least. So, why? It literally just came in for 1,000. That is not a good doorway. That's not promising to you. Anytime you have a premium that comes in for a low amount like that, you have to switch things up. If I was grading this list and he was to come to me just from this screenshot on, right here, these two screenshots, I would say, no, why are you doing the VU? It just came in for 1,000. That doesn't even make sense. Unless for some reason that is like a phenomenal doorway and that's like a total fluke and you got nothing else going for you, then maybe. But under these circumstances, there's no damn way. So at that point, I would have done the minerals. He went with the VU. Now he gets a 2,000 on the eco bag. 3,000 Tokyo. Now he gets another 1K premium. He's not going to get out of this pattern as long as he keeps giving into it. There's no way. I mean, not unless he locates a good doorway somewhere in between here. So, does another 1K premium that just came in. Are you surprised that he got a 3K task? No. I mean, the game usually tries to keep you at about a 2K average, right? Alright. 1K task. Now he gets a 1600. And by the way, if he had looked at the history of this, he would have realized that it's already come back at least twice at 1,000 points. 1,600 on the war tack, non-premium, not attached to a good doorway. No real reason to do that over anything else in this list, aside from it's like 100 whopping points more than the minerals. So he does that. Gets a 2,000 epic. Now he goes with Paris, because the launch war attack came back for 800 points. Okay, alright. I mean, you can do that. Yeah, but with your week being as bunk as it is, I'm not really sure I'd want to spend any more unnecessary cash. Minerals has a little bit better opportunity attached to it sometimes. You already had emptied out your factories anyways. I mean, either one would have been okay. It's not like this was such a wrong choice, honestly. It's just, I would have rotated the minerals in. Well, I wouldn't have done all this, but I would have rotated the minerals in probably beforehand, just because it usually brings less it brings more of an opportunity, but less of an opportunity to spend cash. Like, Paris coming back will only mean more cash spent, and with his week being as bunk as it is, he may not win. So, you know, why spend any more cash if he doesn't have to, kind of thing? Alright, so now he gets VU for 2,000, Sonny for 2,000, baskets for 2,100, London for 2,000, yoga mats for 2,400, and now it goes right back to the 1K Omega. Now, what you'll notice here is the game's trying to keep him at his 2K average. 2K, 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 2K. It didn't, you know, do the, like, 1K, 3K, 1K, 3K. You see what I'm saying? Now it gives him another 1K assignment, another 1K Omega, which he rotates immediately again. Obviously, this is not your good assignment this week. You don't keep rotating it when it's not being good to you. When you rotate your doorways off, assignments that should be good assignments become bad assignments. And that's what happened. That's exactly what happened here this week. This player's used to rotating his stuff correctly, so it rotates in correctly. And it rotates in with the Omega being worth a decent amount of points every week. But this week, it's not, because the rotation was fucked up. And now it's giving him this particular assignment at a fucked up points value. Now he immediately gets a 3K, well, a little over a 3K task. And another 1K VU. And he does it again. Apparently history means nothing to this person. I mean, fuck. Like, dude, you guys, when I wrote the comp guide, when I analyzed all of these variables, these patterns, these whatever, I had to make up all these categories. Opportunity, value, history, risk. I put them all there for a reason. When you ignore any one of those categories, you fuck shit up. Okay? So when you're ignoring history on assignments that are the obvious choice, you're getting the choice correct. So it may seem like history is of no importance because it wasn't of importance on that particular choice. But when history does become of importance, and because you aren't teaching yourself to look for it, you will fuck up your whole week. When you don't look at everything, every single time you look at your choices, you are not programming your brain to look at all the right stuff, so then when the time comes and you need that information you're not used to looking for, you're not going to have it. Now he does the minerals, because he gets Paris back for 1,600. Gets 1710 on plastic. 3K Omega. Now he does the 1,600 Paris again. Okay. But we're at 20 tasks remaining. Why are we doing the Paris? I don't understand why we're doing Paris. You can start streaks. One task early in starting streaks is not going to hurt you. Rotating in Paris to spend money just seems pointless to me. I mean, you've got 3 days, 23 hours left. You can rotate some more to try to secure some long factory productions, yes. But in this case, I mean, if rotating more is only going to lower your score dramatically to secure something that doesn't absolutely need secured, what's the point? You know? So he does Paris, he gets metal, and then immediately starts streaks. Why didn't you just start streaks before the Paris? If you were going to start them already anyways. You don't have to go to 20 tasks exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's going to just cost you cash, and it's going to possibly cost you more cash, it doesn't make sense. Okay, so anyway, does the streaks assignment. He gets he does refrigerators, drills, VU for 2,000, wave simoleons for 2,500, bonus points, leaf coins, London 2,000, 3,600 Old Town, 8,000. There's his electrical. Okay, so now he obviously doesn't want to have to deal with electrical again, so he goes down and he rotates in the keys. Well, now he's got to do the VU because he's going to want that up in the streaks. Now he's got to do that because that's a good task. So that's picnic baskets, Paris, Omega for 3,000, Paris again, 2,400. So now he goes back up to the streaks. Paris upgrade for 3,000. Grapes for 1,950, 8,000 bonus, 3,000 Omega. Notice how the Omega didn't switch until he did the minerals? You guys notice that? VU for 2,000. Now he's on to tickets, and he's got the 1,800 wool, 1,600 epic, 8,000 bonus points, keys for 2,000, epic again, Tokyo. Now he's got feed with 3 days, 3 hours. Okay, so he does the feed. 8,000. Upgrade Sunny. Cactus. What is he doing? Okay. Metal. Wait, is he on his last streak? Okay, so he's got bricks. I see what he's doing. Now he's got the 3,000 London. Claim. Does the donuts. Now he's going to do value over opportunity, so he's going to go with repair. More deliveries, and scored first place with 195, but he scored about 20,000 points lower than he normally would, roughly. And that was 100% to do with just not looking at the history of those premiums that were rolling in. If you have a premium that just rolls in for 1,000 and it's not on a phenomenal doorway, it's been really, really good to you or something, it's time to switch things up for a minute and then go back to that doorway if need be. Because, you know, essentially, it all started with that one mistake that he made with the regional HQ. And then it just proceeded from that point on, because now you have to locate your good doorways. Everything's been shifted, okay? All right, good luck to you guys this week. Hopefully that helps.